Welcome to the Turn Me Loose podcast. Follow us at Turn Me Loose Pod. Email us at turnmeloosepodcast@gmail.com. Subscribe to our channel. Please, people, please. Find us on SoundCloud and Lipson in the future. Hey, we're turning loose up in here. Turn loose.
Hey, holy fucking shit, you guys. Bees are going extinct, so we gotta hashtag save the bees. Hey, it's Ryan here from the Turn Me Loose podcast. On behalf of myself and my fellow mates of the podcast, I want to let you guys know that you can go to greenpeace.org or the honeybeeconservancy.org to find out more ways that you can save the bees. Like planting a garden, or, I don't know, not being a fuck up. So, educate yourself, make yourself aware of this issue, because we got a hashtag save the bees. Welcome to the Turn Me Loose podcast. I'm Ryan. Catch us at the Tonys in 2024.
Mike here. It's Thursday. Chilling with the boys and Turn Me Loose podcast. Guys, how's your week going?
Pat's back, and I am having a great week. Moving out downtown, just doing my thing. Whipping it.
Whipping that cock.
Loving it.
Slanging that gooch.
Loving that downtown.
Been here. Living life.
Hey.
Living life. It was a good-ass week. I don't mean to cause any spoilers or anything, but I just kind of want to use this as a transition to kind of get started with our headlines. But Game of Thrones was super dope. Did you guys think it was too dark? That's the only thing I want to discuss about the show.
I'm
too dark?
I'm gonna say yes.
It
You really
was
think it was?
too dark. Yes.
For the long night, it was too dark, though?
Yes.
They did that to save money.
And I
because
read-
they're already over in budgets, probably.
Fucking Hans, whatever his name is, the cinematographer, put out this big statement defending it. You're wrong, buddy. He said that, if people weren't watching it on iPads and on, legitimate TVs, it would have worked. Well, guess what? That's not your fucking audience, you piece of shit. People are streaming it on HBO Go. We're not streaming at gigabit speeds.
Right.
This isn't 2025. Shoot the fucking show for how your users are going to watch it. All right, sorry I had to go in on him.
Hey, I ain't mad about you. Go in.
Get 'em.
Talk your talk.
I wanted to see more zombie action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was dark, but
It was dark.
I thought it was kind of apropos to it being the long night.
I'm more upset that I
You'd be
waited
wrong.
8 seasons for zombies and I only got one episode of
Wasn't trying to
zombies.
get into any spoilers. I really just wanted to talk about this. Daniel Portman, the actor best known for playing the faithful Squire Podrick, has revealed that he has been sexually assaulted by fans obsessed with his character.
No.
Quoted as saying, "I've been grabbed by so many." Like the amount of older women who are very... Portman told Esquire, making a grabbing gesture with his hand. What can you do, Obviously, tell them not to do it. It hasn't happened for a while. In this day and age, you'd think that people would be able to separate fiction from reality. But yeah. He's got chicks coming up to him and grabbing his hog.
Low-key, he admitted in that article, though, that he doesn't have a big hog, so...
Oh.
I just ride my character.
Yeah, he's telling people to separate fantasy and reality. He should have said,
He just straight up said, my hog's like a 4-incher, He said it kind of quietly, but, if you want it...
Gotta separate.
I'm telling you right now, if you gave me a character like that, I'd put a fucking cucumber in my pants and I'd walk around downtown.
Sell it.
Yep. I put leather pants on and the biggest cucumber I could find at the farmer's market, and I'd walk.
that male camel tail. That's what you're going for.
I'd strut, baby.
You guys ever had your junk grabbed?
No, I don't think so.
No?
Not in public, no.
Not by a elder, not by a random woman.
I'm
this
assuming
guy.
that someone has grabbed your genitals at some point.
I
in
had
your
a
life.
girl
No,
put,
With
yeah.
consent, but
There's once a girl put her hand in my pocket and was trying to grab something, and she's like, "What the hell is that?" And I was like, "Well, that's my dick."
Nice.
One of those situations.
Did it
Oh,
amount
that's
to
what they-
anything? Was
yeah.
she impressed?
Yeah, like she's like, oh, like I don't know. She's like thrown off by it.
How old were you?
This was 3 years ago.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Damn. But she didn't like
You
grab
didn't
it and be
even
like,
close.
It was like friend zone situation. Like, it
Ah.
was weird. I don't know why she was putting her hand in my pocket, but
She was trying to get a hold of that dick.
yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah, I've.
Grab my
I have
dick.
to say I can share a similar experience with Mr. Portman. In college, I slept with a young woman, and she proceeded to kind of gab to her friends that I had a piece on me. So I was feeling pretty good about it because I was like, oh, nice. So that's good, feedback.
That's
I'm-
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember,
I was feeling.
Swag walking for a day.
Feeling-
Yeah,
yourself.
I was on cloud 11. I was
There
like,
are worse
oh my
rumors.
god, right? Exactly.
20-year-old in college, you got a big hog, cloud 9.
Yep.
Cloud 11.
Cloud 9.
Cloud
11, I forgot.
11. Yeah. So I'm riding a pretty high horse, and a couple
9,
weeks
11.
later, maybe like 2 weeks later, I'm at Brothers in Broad Ripple, and one of her group of friends comes up and just grabs my entire unit, just in the bar, and just goes, eh.
I will break you.
Back down to the ground instantly.
wow.
But
She
yeah.
had that much experience that off of a quick over the pants grab, she had all the information she needed to
Right.
make that call.
I would have looked
Straight-
there and just said, get it hard and see
I was
how
wearing
big it
like,
is.
I tend to wear like skinnier, not like skinny jeans, but I tend to wear like a skinnier fit. I like to just
Show off the
look.
figure.
Yeah, I like to show off my figure. I work hard on this body. And
Mole rat over here.
and yeah, I was just kind of wearing these tight jeans, and she just came up and grabbed the bull by the horns and just looked right
Was
in my
this-
eyes, right into my soul, and just went,
I have a feeling this female
She
was
experienced in the game.
attractive?
Yeah, she's good looking,
Okay.
but she was pretty experienced in the game. Like I'm sure she's seen some serious units.
She had no qualms about just
Nah,
reaching
like,
for your
You kind of know what kind of
She's-
girl it is if she's gonna walk up and kind of do
meat
that
and
thing.
potatoes.
Yeah, she's seen 1 or 2 hogs in her day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's some confidence right there.
She might as well be a hog farmer.
Wrestler. She's done some wrestling in those mud pits.
She's done more than
She
wrestle.
tackles the hog.
And it was at that moment I learned that I'm average.
It's all depending on your perspective, buddy. Depends on who you're talking to.
Motion in the ocean.
Will take it. I'm at the Kings. I'm at the Kings. No one is happy all the time is Burger King's new motto. They're coming out with a bunch of new
What?
meals.
Yeah,
The
they're trying. I heard they're trying to go veggie
DGAF
burger.
meal. Yeah, it's like a shot at
Unhappy meals.
yeah.
Okay.
So they're doing this in honor of Mental Health Awareness Month, and they're calling them the real meals. So you have the blue meal, the salty meal, the Yas meal, and DGAF meal.
What's the Yas meal?
Don't give a fuck meal.
DGAF.
Don't give a fuck meal.
They also have one called the pissed meal.
PSSS.
PISSED.
There's not an
Pissed.
I in there.
It's PSSD.
PIS, like you're pissed off.
Oh, I'll get the
meal.
piss meal,
I think it's
please.
just
Yeah, we'll have the
PSSD.
meal with the piss in it, please.
Yeah, I'd like some chicken fries and a DGAF combo
So
to go.
at my new apartment, the only fast food option, and I'm the fast food king, by the way. Fast food king
He is the fast food king.
is fucking Burger King. Is the only option.
Some Burger King
It's got
establishments
it's
are
got
good.
a 1.5 star.
He's downtown, dog. That Burger King is run
But-
by
So
crackheads.
I walk over there because I don't drive. It's just walking distance, and it's filled with hot chicks. I'm like, yeah, all right,
Surprise, surprise.
surprise, surprise. But then I look at their teeth. I'm like, ooh, surprise, surprise indeed. These aren't the hot chicks you seek. These are the meth hot chicks.
Oh.
It's like, drop the stuff, get some dentures, it'll be hot. I believe in you, girl.
They were working.
Ugh.
They were working.
They were working.
That's,
Stay
I
out
don't
of
know.
that, be
I
careful.
can
I was like-
appreciate that. Burger King trying to keep it real because they got nothing else going for them.
That's
me-
the thing.
Give me some free fries and yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
What, so what?
Yeah.
Can you tell us at least what one of the meals consists of?
It really wouldn't
No?
say. I
Okay.
don't know. I think it's just
So-
like a $5 variety box kind of meal.
I'm sure one of them involves some
Duh.
spicy nugs.
All I see in my future coming up is getting with the Burger King girl.
Oh,
Ooh,
Gross.
The BK Queen.
get a load of that Whopper.
BK Princess.
I'll let you know how it is.
Oh, I'm sure you would. I'm just saying, peach Sprite. There's something about peach Sprite that gets me erect.
Oh yeah, it's the only one that I'll call for. I'm a big peach Sprite guy too.
There you go.
Yeah.
See,
But in general, those machines suck.
where else you getting a fucking peach Sprite? That's what I'm trying to say.
The Coke Freestyle
Wendy's.
machines is what we're talking about.
Any place that has a Coke Freestyle machine?
Yeah, that's what I'm
They
saying.
all do now, man. They're garbage.
We're talking shit
That's why
about a
I go
Coke
to the- That's why I
Freestyle
go to
machine. That's
convenience
what I'm saying.
stores.
Other than a Coke Freestyle machine, where can I get a peach Sprite?
I mean, like,
It's not worth it. It's not good.
I beg to differ, my
I like
good man.
sac-
You can go
sacrificing-
there specifically for that, but if you just want your OG, like fountain soda, you could still hit up
It's
like a Speedway
ruining
or something.
every other drink
Well,
option.
Speedway.
one of my biggest things when I was a kid was like, especially if you went out to a fancy restaurant, was getting a Coke and getting a little bit of grenadine in it, like cherry grenadine, cherry Coke.
Cherry Coke.
God, you
That's what I would.
son.
That's
I
what
do
I
love
would
a good
do.
vanilla Coke.
Yeah, I even bought like a little mini bottle of cherry grenadine to
Steak and
splash
Shake is
my
pretty
Cokes.
fancy.
Bet you did.
Make some Shirley Temples. Oh yeah. I might even have to make one tonight.
Ayo.
Heyo.
What would Burger King have to do
You're
to
gonna
get
have
rid of the little brother stigma?
Burger King used to be my favorite, like right
The
behind
fries were
Wendy's,
good.
like in high
Yeah.
school, like 10 years ago, like
Yeah,
a decade
Burger
ago.
King was
BK
solid.
was solid.
They used to be good.
Those Whoppers, man,
They just
used to be
got
good.
a
I
big
think
shadow
fell off, man.
hanging over them.
I don't
Like
know what
chicken
happened.
fries today.
They
dude.
changed the nuggets, and that's when they went
Dude.
downhill.
Yeah,
They
nuggets
changed
are
the
bad.
fries.
They changed
too.
the fries and they changed nuggets, and that's when I said Burger King and Rem me. They
Right
could
when-
lick my butthole.
Right when BK was doing that, that's when Wendy's changed their fries too, man.
Yeah.
Wendy's stepped up.
Yeah,
thought.
I
They
miss
used to
those.
have soggy ass fries.
Wendy's has always been good.
I
Their
can't
fries
agree.
were good, and I think they got
Spicy
better.
chicken sandwich
That's fair.
till I die.
They were good soggy.
I like
Shout out to
the
spicy
cheese sauce.
chicken.
All I
Cheese
can
sauce
think
fries.
of right now is Pat sitting in his bathtub drinking a Shirley Temple.
Oh, speaking of bathtubs, I have a weird bathtub story. So I'm sitting in my bathtub, and I like bathtubs. I'm glad I got one. And I had the phone next to me, and it's in the dark. I'm taking a bath in complete darkness, by the way.
Oh, you didn't even light a candle?
No.
Uh.
So I'm just lying there, and I had my phone on the ledge, and it slipped down into the bathtub.
Ooh.
This is the iPhone. It's not water.
Damn.
It's not waterproof. But I don't know. I had quick reaction, Pat. Just like within like a second, maybe two, just whip it out, and no damage at all.
You got a case?
Yeah, but it's not a waterproof case.
What iPhone do you have?
iPhone 7.
They're all fairly waterproof now.
I don't know.
But you got lucky. That's
Yeah.
for
I
sure.
don't know.
Yeah, just like I've
Yeah.
gotten my phone wet before, and no bueno. But it was
I
weird.
wouldn't
Like it
know.
went fully submerged, and it was, I don't know, in the bathtub, and I was like, oh, no, not today.
You ready to get electrocuted?
No, yeah, that's one thing too.
That could have been
but,
bad.
That's how you die. You drop your
Can't
phone
find
down.
Pat on Thursday. What's happened? We go to his apartment. Fuck.
Right?
He's been.
No one
he's
knows
been-
who you are anymore.
oh, yeah.
He took a bath last Sunday.
He was locked in there.
last Sunday.
No
The
one's
only,
ever gonna
the only way to
check on
get in is my window that I can't lock.
And what's your address?
you. Yep. He doesn't have a window that he cannot lock.
So
People.
yeah, just so you know,
Find him.
Jesus.
you
I had someone come.
subscribers out there.
I had a
Come
window
on
like
over.
that in college, and I caught somebody crawling through my window one night.
Oh
That's
really?
It
terrifying.
was pretty terrifying.
My God.
Shout out to the BUPD officers who caught him.
Well, I talked to my landlord about it yesterday.
You gotta get that. You
Take
gotta.
care
You
of
should put like something, like wedge something in it.
Mm-hmm.
Keep it.
Set up like a Home Alone type
Yes,
of rig.
that's
Yeah,
even
booby
better.
trap.
Fuck.
Booby
You
trap
also
it.
need to get some kind of either rat or parrot.
Not
Because
a
they'll
bad
be
idea.
they'll be a good.
Don't get either of
Why?
those.
Yeah, you
why?
really don't
why
want-
gerbil or rat?
Well, Rat's Home Alone 3, and I thought the parrot was the other one.
Did you
No
ever
idea
make a
where you're
Home
going
Alone
with that.
3 reference?
Home Alone
I just
3
did.
is
I
so
hit it
good.
hard.
Fucking
He had a
shit.
parakeet that he rode around Home Alone 4.
Home Alone 4 exists?
Engage.
Jeez.
No, you're thinking of Home Alone 3.
Home Alone
Exactly.
3?
Oh no, parrots in both of them.
Home Alone 3
Parrot
was the
and-
first one without Macaulay Culkin.
Oh really?
Wait, Macaulay Culkin only did 2 Home Alones, right?
Yeah, 1 and 2, and then the third one's the other.
Home Alone
dude.
2, Lost in New York.
That was the.
I respect
Buzz had
the
a
third one.
tarantula.
Yeah,
You
these
did
are
it.
great movies.
So get a tarantula, a rat, or a parrot.
I was thinking about getting a tarantula actually.
No, you were not.
Yeah.
You were just contemplating it the other day.
I was just get a scorpion.
A buddy,
too, let 'em
a buddy
fight.
was trying to give me a chameleon.
Mm.
Yeah, I almost had a chameleon for a little bit.
Oh,
That'd be cool.
You'd hate it
But
in
they're
a week.
dicks. Chameleons are dicks. Don't get a chameleon; they'll just hiss at you like a goose. Like imagine
Yeah.
like a mini goose. That's a chameleon that has weird eyes.
Can I get a example?
Basically. You know what animals aren't dicks though? Crows.
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 Where can people find the Ravens vs. Crow?
On our YouTube
On our
page.
YouTube page.
Yeah.
Of course,
Nice.
on the YouTube
Yeah,
page.
on one of our best of clips.
If you're rich enough, get a raven.
Turn Me Loose podcast.
No, I think we
Train a crow.
deciphered, and I think I'm going to further conclude that crows are the superior bird to raven. When a nest of baby crows fell through a tree in a family's backyard, they did everything they could to put them back safely, but it just wasn't possible. They could have left the crows to die, but instead they saved their lives.
Save the
The family
crow.
quickly brought the orphan baby crows to a veterinarian named Christy, who decided that she and the family would have to raise them until they were ready and strong enough to be back in the wild. They fed them every 2 to 3 hours for a while.
Christy Crow.
Christy's crow.
Christy's Crow.
Christy's crow.
But basically,
Tell me she
these
trained
crows
them.
eventually were strong enough, and they flew off into the wild, and now every year
They
they
bring
come
back
back
gifts. Yeah, they probably
and
bring
they
back
bring them
little
gifts.
They, like
Trinkets.
coin?
Like
Like some
trinkets.
gold?
No, I
They bring
think
gold.
they probably
be
bring
tight.
like skeleton bones
No, they just come back to say
and then
hello.
little nice looking things.
Crows never forget, like elephants, people.
Crows never forget.
I kind of want to get a couple crows.
I saw an article of a guy who rescued a condor in California, and they're like best buds. And this condors have like one of the biggest wingspans of all the birds. So you see this video of this fucking condor bird hugging this dude, and it's pretty cool.
Don't you let birds pet?
No, you had a pet bird. It scared the shit out of me.
I did. I owned some birds for
I
a while.
hated those birds.
And I'd let them loose whenever he came over. They'd fly at him.
You're like, just grab the bird, just grab it. And you'd like, try to force me to grab it, freak me out.
And he'd scream like a bitch.
Scream like a bitch.
I hate birds too.
And then the fucking pigeon that I
but
see.
I mean, I could get crow. I've been learning a lot more about crows. I feel like I can, even though I may hate them, I kind of respect them.
Gotta respect the crow.
Gotta respect a crow.
Yeah, respect
Gotta
what
respect
birds
a
do
raven
for
for sure.
the ecosystem. If we lost birds, we would lose a lot of other things.
What do you know about beluga whales?
Beluga whales. I know of a recent article of one that was for the Russian Navy.
Yep. Last week, a beluga whale approached a fishing boat off the coast of Norway. The fishermen were surprised by the encounter of such a sociable whale when they noticed it was wearing a harness. Once they removed the harness, they noticed a label on the inside, Equipment of St. Petersburg. So right now the theory is that the whale is an alleged spy.
Well, back in like 2014,
Spy whales?
2014, they had videos of Russian seals, and the internet blew it up saying, "Oh, this is like the Navy SEALs, like they're actual seals, like animals that could like carry guns and stuff, and like I don't know."
What? Seals carrying
Seals
guns?
are about
Like
to just come
Russians
to
were like trying to train these seals to like do stuff.
Since the
Evil shit.
1960s, both the Russian and U.S. militaries have been training marine mammals to do their bidding.
My God, that's a real
Yeah,
sentence.
Beluga whales.
Like there's been stories of like
Dolphins.
CIA people trying to get into the mind of a dolphin, so they would trip acid and give the dolphin acid and just see what would happen, see if they can try to communicate with the dolphins.
That's a movie right fucking there.
Is that a thing that actually happened?
A psychedelic trip with a dolphin.
Was this like back in the 60s
Since the
Yeah,
1960s.
60s.
when they
So
were
they put their
experimenting
mind's
with
eye on each other?
psychedelics?
Yeah. They're
So-
just trying to see, like, because dolphins were one of the smartest animals, but
Yeah.
yeah.
So you would force feed a dolphin some acid,
Yeah,
and you
just
would
put
take a
some
bunch
fish.
of acid, and then
Yeah.
you just
Some
swim with
acid and
it.
some
No,
fish.
you just maybe, but I don't know. Like,
Well, I feel like
I
it'd
like to
freak
think
the
so.
fuck
I wouldn't
out.
I think
recommend
that's
swimming.
probably why it didn't work. They didn't actually swim with
You
it.
gotta swim with it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You got to take a chance and get in the water with it.
Dolphins are known
Pussies.
for rape, though. They rape constantly.
Yeah, they do rape.
It's like
They
black.
rape for dominance.
It's like Black Beauty, you know. You never know until you tame that stallion.
Give
You
it
got to
the
jump on that horse.
female dolphin, I guess, and then you'll be the raper.
Are you gonna
I'm
rape
gonna
Are you gonna rape a female dolphin?
Beluga.
We're getting right back into whale fucking.
So was this
Been there, done that.
Blowhole and all, my
was
friend.
this beluga
You're gonna fuck that
whale
blowhole, huh?
a
The
communist?
greatest pleasure.
Jesus.
What did you say?
Was this beluga whale a communist? That's what I
It's,
wanna know.
it's still inconclusive, but it was very, they were suspicious because of how like friendly it was, and they were able to like hand feed it fish and stuff like that, like right off the boat. So
Oh,
it
that's
was,
cool.
it looked like it was trained or something like that. So that was the theory.
Long story short, if it comes from Russia, we do not trust it. It might as well just be a bomb.
But yeah, what if it was a bomb? Just exploded.
Alright, so you're just going
It's
to
just a terrorist beluga whale.
pull out all of Russia.
I'm just saying.
We love you.
That'd be the easiest way to sink a ship, though. Just get a pack of whales.
Never. What?
Pack of whales. You always got a whole bunch of tourists following them, and then have the whale sink. They're gonna come over the top of the whale, waiting for it to perch. And once it like comes
Whale
out,
watchers.
It's got like a machine
Shoots-
gun
shoots
strapped
dynamite,
on his back.
TNT, and C4 and thermite, and all
A
sorts of
legitimate
shit.
killer whale.
Done.
So you're like trying to take Sharknado and make it something about whales.
No,
Well-
whale bombs.
That's the new way to start a world war, like World War One with Lieutenant.
Torpedoes, but they're just beluga
USS.
whales.
Aquaman would stop it.
Aquaman is technically a Dothraki.
Alright, I accept that.
God damn it.
In another life.
What is your theory called that you were referring to last week, where we have to globalize and then we can start taking over like the galaxies and things like that? Did you already get it?
Globalize
No.
and unionize.
Globalization.
I forgot.
Become
If we can't get
one
along
with the
Russia, then we're never going to
universe.
evolve to a
Hubble
stage
telescope.
2.
I'm just saying, it's all
I
about a
see
global
the
economy here.
future.
All right. So I was put on the spot last week. We
Yeah,
were
on the spot
talking about
again.
the Fermi
Oh, always
paradox.
put you on the spot.
No, I did a little research this week. I know what I have to talk about. It's called the Kardashev scale.
Kardashev shale.
Kardashev scale.
Kardashev shale.
It's about type 1, type 2, type 3 civilizations.
Right.
And we reached a turning point in society according to a renowned theoretical physicist, Michio Kaku.
I trust him.
Michio, I mean, his name is Michio.
Michio.
The next 100 years of science will determine whether we perish or thrive. We will remain a type 0 civilization, which is what we are
The next
now.
100 years?
Yep, next
That's not that
100
long.
years. Nope. So we're a type 0 civilization right now. We're technically a 0.07. And we need to advance and make our way into the stars to become a type 1. So if we're a type 1, we can live in the stars.
We have people currently living in the stars. So one could argue that we're already in the stage 1.
They're not completely sustainable, though.
Alright, that's fair.
We're on the precipice of glory.
Very close. I mean, we just have to turn energy. We have to get more energy and become a type 1 civilization. people.
Elon, help us.
The Kardashev scale. Look it up, people.
Kardashev
It's an interesting read.
Well, speaking
Aliens
of
and life forms.
Alien, the high school cast of a stage version of Alien got
Yes.
plenty of attention with the elaborate play that they went viral on last month. And on Friday night, the young actors got a surprise when the star of the original movie, Sigourney Weaver,
Oh, my.
dropped by the New Jersey North High School to congratulate them. And she said that she is representing all of the Alien fans all over the universe who think that what you're doing is so cool. Did you guys happen to see the picture of the...
That's cool.
That was a nice segue, by the way.
Always,
what I
a,
can.
always a nice segue here.
I say no game.
I low-key, really respect the director who put this play together. And I don't care how it looks. It's actually kind of fucking dope.
Yeah.
Not even...
proud to see it.
Looks good.
It looks pretty damn good.
It does not look bad.
Shouts out to North Bertram. Bergram.
Bergman.
Sigourney Weaver.
Not gonna lie, that's a dope
Love
idea.
Sigourney.
I would have probably tried out for a play or two in my day if
Oh,
we
you-
were putting on
you
Right?
Alien.
did.
If it wasn't the Music Man. Look, what do you talk? What do you talk? What do you talk? Never forget my line.
I wasn't in. Alright, I didn't want to be in track, so I dropped out of track. But the only way I can drop
Yes.
out of track is do something else, so I was in the 8th grade play. And it just happened to be a montage of Shel Silverstein poems.
Why do I not have a video of this? It's gotta
It
exist.
exists.
It exists.
It'll be on the YouTube page at some point.
So it was just a
Have you
bunch
seen
of
it? Oh
different
god,
characters and
seen
Shel
it.
Silverstein.
You gotta
How was it? I was in
It was
track.
a hell of a. It was a hell of a
baseball
play.
or whatever the fuck.
Hell of a
Yeah, you just didn't want to fucking do shot put or
I was
whatever.
sick of track, man. I'd rather go hang out with, and I hung out with only chicks, so
Duh.
I won. I won there.
You won. So how involved
track
were you in
buddies.
this play? How many scenes were you in?
They announced. I literally told the director that I don't even like want to do anything, and they announced me as the lead role, and then they put me on the announcements. I wanted to be like a back of the thing, and they're like, "You're like," because I was in 8th grade, so I was one of the older people. So you're like, I was the only 8th grade guy to do it, basically.
Besides,
like-
stop saying, don't say names.
I'm not saying any
like
names.
a
That's why
couple
I
of gay
said.
kids in 8th grade.
That's why I said. Besides a couple of
Just let
like
me know who
other
it is.
kids, I can't. You know we can't.
Well,
We
We'll
can
talk
talk
about it
off.
after the
We can talk off air.
But it was like me and like maybe 2 or 3 other kids. So I was the only one that wasn't like mega flaming, you know, and I could talk without a little squeal on my voice.
Spitting games.
So she
spitting
just
bras.
slapped me in the lead role, and all of a sudden I was a star of a play.
God, I wish I was there.
She was just so excited to have somebody with a deep voice as a male to play the role.
3 goddamn shows, and I cannot memorize lines worth a dick. Learned that the hard way.
And then you started thinking maybe
So
I
you
should
just
just stuck
improvised?
with track.
I improvised a couple of Shel Silverstein poems. Not even gonna lie to you. Can't improvise
amazing.
something that's already been written.
The places you'll go.
Oh, you know it. I got through it, people. I got through it.
Where the sidewalk ends.
I can fucking act the dick off this place.
Oh my
All right.
goodness. Dead people are gonna outnumber the living on Facebook.
What?
In the not too distant future, Facebook profiles for dead people will actually outnumber the living people on their sites. Within 50 years, Facebook will be like a digital graveyard containing hundreds of millions of people.
That's weird.
And it raises important questions over who owns the data of the dead.
That's
is
crazy.
That's good.
I've always
Right?
thought about that. You know, I've had a couple of friends in my time depart, and like, who does take control of that account? And
Yeah.
I always thought that it should get deleted, but then again, you have those people that like enjoy writing messages to that person after they're gone and stuff, so you can't just delete an account for grieving purposes. So like, in my eyes, I feel like after a certain amount of time, it should get deleted if it's not being used. I have 2 accounts that are still on Facebook, and I haven't been on either of them in 10 to 15 years, and they're just sitting there, you know? And I'm not dead. There should be a time span. If you're not activating an account, they should just delete it.
You weren't on Facebook in 2004, bro.
What, 10 years? I said 10, right?
2014.
You said 10 to
20, yeah. I
What,
don't know. I don't know how
19?
old Facebook is, but analysis by an Oxford Internet Institute suggested, based on 2018 user levels, at least 1.4 billion members will die before 2100. And that means that the dead could outnumber the living by 2070. If Facebook continues expanding, the number of deceased users could reach as high as 4.9 billion before the end of the century.
They got to come out with something to
Facebook is a fucking travesty.
like a memorialized site where you can view Facebook profiles of
They
those
transfer
who have left
over.
us. Yeah. Or we
In
just remove
memoriam.
them. Yeah, in memoriam Facebook site.
In memoriam.
Ooh.
Or we just get rid of Facebook and move on to the next MySpace. I hope we revamp MySpace and bring that back, and that gets super
Everyone
popular.
goes to
tried.
Retro.
In like 100 years, everyone uses MySpace.
They had a Super Bowl ad. Didn't
MySpace?
they? MySpace had like a Super Bowl ad or something, like an NBA final. It was a huge thing, and I remember like thinking it was parody when it came out. Like, this isn't real. Like, what is this?
The top 8 on MySpace was hardcore, dude. If you think about it, like
Yeah.
you were literally ranking your friends from 1st to 8th. Bro, what the fuck? Why am I not on your top 8? You're on mine, and then you got to go in and like shuffle people around. You're like,
Yeah.
I got you in there, man.
Oh, yeah, I never
Talk
got
about
into
just
Never
MySpace.
had a MySpace.
Ruining people's souls. You guys are never on MySpace?
No, I don't like
I was
social
a
media.
little bit, but
Social
not
media
that
gives me
much.
There's
anxiety.
MySpace, and then there's another one.
Pat was on MySpace.
I know
There's
Pat
also
was on
another one
MySpace.
before that. You
I never
Zanga.
aimed.
Maybe.
Pretty sure that was it.
There's like a chat room type thing.
Oh, me and Pat got on some nasty chat rooms back in the day.
Yeah.
12-year-old Pat and Ben. Oof, we were gross little hooligans on these chat sites.
Talking to God knows who.
AOL
Yeah, talking
chat
to some
rooms.
30-year-old man just
Yeah.
trying to sext him. Just both of us sitting next to each other like, oh, I talked about my wiener, Pat. Ha ha ha.
Or we'd play this like charades type game, and we would just draw like dicks and shit.
Oh, that
Oh,
was
Inkling.
hilarious.
Inkling.
Inkling, baby, that was the best game.
Oh my god, does
Yeah.
that still exist?
I don't know. I don't think so.
No,
might.
it does. That was
That
revolutionary.
was a good game. You just sit around and you play charades and you draw a picture and people would have to
It's
guess.
just cyber on the side with the people.
Cyber sex. You'd sit there and cyber sex on the side. And
I
then
would just draw these little photos of like people
We would
fucking
just-
each other.
Like
Your
it would be
turn
like
to draw.
bicycle. We draw this guy like taking a shit on the toilet,
That's a good
and then like
game.
we're sitting next to each other, so it's just like he would just whisper bicycle, and I would like type in bicycle, and everyone else would lose. I get all the points.
You fucking.
Oh yeah, they would be the most
Yeah.
ridiculous pictures.
It's like,
too,
how the hell did you
sometimes.
get that?
It would. It'd be just like two crabs like fist fucking
Early
each
internet.
other, and he'd be like, "Oh,
Tomato.
TV stand."
Early internet days, boys. Simpler
Yeah.
times.
Just piss off some knaves that were actually trying to play.
What about-
You've been going hard at Knaves.
I
past
saw-
So no, I'm trying to bring it
couple
back. Knaves,
I
bring it
saw a
back.
thing. Saw an article about two people that got married from Club Penguin.
days. Oh, really?
Yeah. So I don't know if you remember that game, but
My brother used to play that game.
A Club
Yeah.
Penguin marriage.
Club Penguin marriage.
There's been some crazy.
I bet both those humans are gross.
Mm-hmm.
I bet they're hard
There's
tens,
that.
hard
There's
bodies.
a RuneScape marriage.
I bet those humans are even grosser.
All they do is play Club Penguin and go to the
Dungeon
gym.
themed. Yeah. Oh, I don't even know.
One of my coworkers
But Club Penguin's officially over. They canceled.
met his
shut
wife
down.
on Chatroulette.
Oh,
He
wow.
straight up told us that.
That's weird.
Yeah, Chatroulette. It's like a 1 in a million story. Like that should be a fucking like, you know, there's just dudes like navigating just thousands of dicks on
Yeah.
Chatroulette,
from
and
dick to
somehow
dick to dick.
he's just got so much willpower. I'll find her, dick. Oh shit, next I'll find her next.
He just had.
and then finally
She's doing
he
the same
found
thing.
his wife.
Looking at all these
One in
dicks.
a million.
Finds his wife at the same time. She saw 1,000 dicks. He saw 1,000 dicks.
What's that from? Is that from Hey Arnold or
They
something?
had to take a road of dicks to find each other.
Yeah, it was a path.
Path of dicks
Less
to
traveled.
each other's hearts.
You could have had so many dicks before me.
Cockpath.
Ben here has me on video singing "What's New, Pussycat" by Tom Jones.
I've seen that one. That was a good one.
Very good.
That is one of the
Very
better
good
karaoke songs.
What's new, Pussycat? Whoa, 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 whoa.
What's
was
your go-to
strutting.
karaoke song?
I like that one. I had a good one. I was thinking about that the other day, but I don't know.
I got a couple. There's Ain't No Sunshine,
Uh-huh.
and what's that one? I'm not drunk, I'm just drinking.
No, that's a hell of you tear down the house with that one at the
Yeah.
end of the night.
Yeah.
Hit him with the doors. People are strange. Keep it simple.
Oh, and then obviously, if we were all doing it, it would be Turn Me Loose.
A little Tenacious D, maybe.
Boom, boom, boom,
Kielbasa.
I would say "I Will Survive,"
Nice.
Boom,
that
boom,
one.
boom, boom.
and then
I've done No Scrubs.
Scrub is a guy. Ooh, that'd be a good one.
Also known as a buster.
One time Adam and I tried to do Dilemma by Nelly. Don't ever attempt it.
Raps are hard because once you
I was
fuck
thinking
up, you're trying to
Rapper's
read it.
Delight. That'd be a good one.
You don't realize how much Nelly is speaking in that song.
Duh. Especially when your brain is moving but your mouth is not moving at the same speed.
And you're fucked up. That doesn't help either. So you got mush mouth on top of it all.
You know what? Why have they never had an American Idol where like you have to rip shots before you like drunk idol?
Drunk Idol.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's somewhere on
That's
the
probably a good
internets,
idea.
But
Yeah.
Boom,
good
boys. We got another one.
And it's like with people who aren't actually good at singing.
Yeah.
They're like good when they're like sober, but you get a few drinks in them and they
They're
turn
like
into a
decent.
shit
They're like
show.
not like
No, people who suck when they're sober, but they get a few drinks in them and they turn into
they turn
passable.
into
Like you get like a shy nerd, super shy nerd.
You
throw a
just
couple
pop.
tequila shots down their
Yeah.
throat
Oh,
and
He's
put
just
them on
like
stage.
ripping his shirt on stage, just oh yeah, 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 yeah.
It's pretty funny
And
actually.
then the second round, they all have to rip a line of cocaine.
The whole
drugs
whole
get-
rock star.
If you advance past the first round, the drugs get harder.
You go level
Drugs
five,
get harder.
rock star is shooting up heroin. He's already like got a divorce and kill the guy.
What would the
in a car
what would the
accident.
finale be then?
Probably that.
That.
Where do you go after the heroin?
Well, you sign the contract, and then like
Meth.
I don't know, you get like the monies.
On the calm down.
You have to speedball.
When you're-
The
when you're-
finale of the speedball and do meth and heroin.
I think level 4 is like your gratification from your kids that have like betrayed you, or like you betrayed them in the past, and they've accepted you for your. For your
Not
troubles.
sure. Not sure where you're going with this, Pat.
Yeah, like it's just like a cut, like one of those like emotional cut scenes. Like, oh, my kids hated me, but now they love me, and then like there's just like the slow tear, like with the hug. There's just the big hug and the slow tear slowly coming down. Just.
Is that a violin?
Yeah.
That was a violin.
If you could come up
Oh.
with your own scent cologne, what would it smell like? Would it be sandalwood?
I do like
Cashmere.
sandalwood.
I'd be more of a cashmere, I think. Like a
fresh
scent of like
linens.
vanilla.
What was that?
I'd be
spice.
I'd be poppy seed and lilac.
I'm a
Depends on the situation, you know. Maybe that new car smell.
bergamot.
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 A little bergamot.
Bergamot.
Anything with eucalyptus.
I love eucalyptus.
You would be some hardcore eucalyptus.
Yeah.
Eucalyptus and agave over here.
Wow.
The lime juice inside.
Well, before we transition into Ben's big word of the week, I don't really have any more headlines, but I do have a would you rather.
Oh, about time.
Thank God.
Bum, bum, bum.
Yes, yes.
So, if you recall, I believe it was maybe it was while we were trying to figure this whole shit out, we talked about the young lady who liked to lick toilet seats.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
God, forgot about her.
Toilet
What?
seat liquor.
She was in my dreams.
Lick toilet seats to get
She haunted
famous.
me.
It's alright.
And I can't recall who we compared her against, but if you can remember, we can kind of have a three-way comparison because I found another lover for you guys to do it out with. Since I'm off the market, I'll go ahead and just ask you, would you rather date the toilet seat licker or the human dog? So I'm
Oh,
showing
she's
them a
literally a
video
dog.
of a lady dressed up like a dog who's chasing a ball in the backyard.
I've seen an English bloke who gets off on this shit too, and
Yeah.
like is a
Pup
dog
play?
too. Yeah.
Yeah,
Pup
I've
play?
seen that
Pup
guy
play?
too.
That's a dude.
Oh, this is a dude.
No, it's a chick.
Now it
Watch
says this man.
I know it says this man, but it's a girl that wants
Yeah.
to be a man. It's a girl, trust me. I watched the video.
So
It's fucked.
Transgender.
okay. She's not permanently a dog. How frequently does she do this whole thing?
All the time.
All the time. It's like her life. She competes in competitions.
She wins like best in shows.
I couldn't put up with
And
that
then
shit.
her husband is like his husband is his trainer. And if you watch the interviews, he low-key hates it, but he's too much of a chump to do anything else.
Oh, yeah.
That's easy for me. I can't put up with that dog lifestyle.
Oh,
The
yeah.
only thing
So we're all
It's
going. It's not even a question. We're all going toilet seat licker.
No, dude, I'll go dog all day.
The dog.
You're going for the
you'll
dog.
The dog.
Toilet seat liquor literally fucking has the mouth. Oh, just imagine the other thing she licks. If she licked that for views, imagine the other things. What I'm saying about this dog is A, she's not gonna fucking talk in dog mode. She might bark and be gay and shit like that, but she's just gonna be like, meh, meh, meh.
Throw the ball.
I'll just be like, don't be dumb, or I'll get abusive on that dog. It doesn't
Hit it with
matter.
a newspaper.
That's-
Exactly.
So you think you can get away
I'll start
because it's
thrashing.
animal abuse?
Well, no, it's like exactly a newspaper, so I'll give it some wax
Get
and
charged
stuff.
with animal abuse.
You're going to jail for neglect,
But
buddy.
for the most part, I mean, it would be animal abuse. It's not people abuse. So it would be lesser charge. But like, I don't know, life would be easier. It wouldn't have any problems. Like my only problem would be like, oh, you're gonna fetch this ball. Like
You're
go
going to have to
get-
let her out every fucking 3 hours.
let her shit on the floor, and then when she comes back to be a person, she can clean up her own fucking shit. I'm not cleaning up after her.
You're fucking living in a dream world, buddy.
I'm just saying, you got
You
two
going
things.
toilet liquor
I'm not.
then
I'm not
after
saying
that?
I'm gonna be the perfect dog. Like
You're not gonna be the perfect husband slash. I mean, this is your wife. This is gonna be the person, your soulmate. You
Obviously, she's picked me because no one else is going to take her, so she's either going to deal with the bullshit life I give her, or she's going to go be by herself and find a new fucking Ash Ketchum. You know?
She's gonna run away.
I'll take the dog.
My wife ran away.
My wife ran away. I didn't leash her to the door. Oh,
I feel like a person like that, though, gets some kind of disability check, so if she runs away, I'll get the check. So that's all good.
well, you can always get a chip for her. So think about that.
Ship your wife.
You could chip her, yeah.
So-
Good idea, Pat.
Chip the shit out of
What
her.
about you guys?
I would say the liquor.
You're gonna go toilet seat licker?
Yeah.
That's a one-time event. She's not out here constantly licking.
She's still
toilet
trying to
seats.
get that internet fame though. She's
Unless
probably-
like
she's
unless
probably
she
gonna
does
lick some
that
other
to get
things.
stoned. Like
She got that
if that's
15
her
minutes
high-
of fame and she wants another one.
I'm also
Yeah.
not convinced that she didn't thoroughly disinfect that toilet seat.
Disinfect
before
as
she
many
licked it.
times as you want. There's still pubes and there's
I
still
mean, it's
buttholes
still
all over
sick, but it's not living my
I wouldn't
entire
lick
life
my
with a
own toilet
fucking
seat.
dog.
I just probably wouldn't
Human.
kiss her though. That'd be the only thing I'd miss.
Your soulmate, you gotta smooch her. She's gonna want to put her tongue in your mouth.
The dog will probably kill itself soon anyway. They can only live, like, if they're trying to be a legit dog, they're only living
got
15
only 8
years.
years.
Like, she only got some
Oh, that's a
years.
big dog. That's like 9
Jesus
years.
Christ.
I'll give it to her. By the
Can it
time
eat,
I'm
like,
40,
dog
she'll be
food?
done, so.
Dog food.
Dog food.
Mike?
I'm pretty sure he's toilet liquor.
Oh yeah,
You toilet liquor?
I've been pretty adamant about this. I'm not living with a fucking human dog, a fucking animorph motherfucker and bitch ass. I'm not living with an animorph for the rest of my damn
I
life.
need to find
Only
that
watch
show.
furry porn with this dog guy. Weird.
You're trying to get
Would
some
sex
sleep.
be bestiality then?
Yes, you're going
Yeah.
to fucking
Well,
prison,
if she's
buddy.
wearing her mask and her tail, yeah.
Her tail is made out of a dildo. I read that when I was watching it.
I must have glanced over that. I have seen the pup play videos, and those are very disturbing. But this was more of she was wearing a mask and a tail, and she was more like chasing. Like she was actually trying to be a dog, not trying to have.
Ben just wants to be in a permanent puppy pile.
Yeah.
No, puppy pile is a sweet, like, sensual thing. Like,
Look
I know what puppy piles
Look
are.
for our future video of us in a puppy pile position.
no. Don't look for that video. That video
Yeah,
will never
sketches.
exist.
Yes.
That video will never exist.
Dibs on Pat's lap. What? I feel like it's the best lap.
You're going to put your head on a hell of a hog, buddy.
Interesting.
Weird.
Well, that's all I got. You guys ready to transition into
Ben's big word.
Pat here with the Turban News Podcast. When I'm ready for a nice polish, but my hair, I'll tell you what, my hair is like a wild wombat pelt up there. To create my silky smooth pat mane, I use Moose Mud Cream de la Tour by Salazar Chavez. His deluxe team of Alaskan Eskimos find a special blend of moose track mud. Each bottle teleports me straight to the tundra with its earthy musk. And when I want to feel like a lumberjack every woman lusts for, Salazar Chavez will make any man's mane do for you. Such products as Sand Viper Salt Spray, Mountain Goat Bubble Bath Potion, or for the users with ED, Turtle Blood Foot Lotion. Lube those fins and splash around with the Turban News Podcast. And to the greatest man ever, Salazar Chavez, we love you and keep making exclusive products made by animals and tested by animals.
Ben's been word of the week. Ben's been word of the week. Ben's been word of the week.
Ben's big word of the week.
Ben's word of the week.
Ben's big word of the week.
And this week's word is Borborygmus. I know, I forgot how to say it. So
Borborygmus.
here's the computer. The computer will say it better than me.
Borborygmus.
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 Borborygmus. I can't hear the pronunciation. You
Borborygmus.
Borborygmus?
Borborygmus.
I gotta get a spelling.
Borborygmus. Borbrigmus. Borborygmus.
Borborygmus.
I'll give you 10 seconds.
Borborygmus.
Good folk listening, now's the time to pause. Send us a comment. Let us know what you think the definition of Borborygmus is.
God, I have no fucking idea.
3, 2, 1. We're hot. Ryan, you're up.
Borborygmus, eh?
Borborygmus. Yeah. Ignoramus, you Borbor, you bore. Borborygmus. One more time. Say it. You say it.
Borborygmus. Borborygmus.
Borborygmus.
Borborygmus.
Borborygmus.
Borborygmus.
Skin disease.
I'm thinking
Fuck!
cattle.
Did you really just say that? I'm going with my instinct, Pat. I think we just I think we're two people on acid. Like I'm the dolphin, you're the person. Like
I'm the black suit mongrel.
yes,
trainer?
I'm going. I think you just put it in my mind. It's like an infection or a boil on the skin.
Gross.
Borborygmus.
So like one of the 10 plagues?
It's plague ass. You get. It's like a result of plague. You get this
Borborygmus.
Borborygmus. It's like a nasty, boily skin rash.
You were wrong, you Borborygmus.
Goddamn.
Alright.
Sabotage.
I didn't even
You
break.
did sabotage. You gotta stop talking when they're going.
I didn't even try to. I just but that's what my first thought was before I even tried to break down the word.
Was a skin disease?
Was like a boil. I thought I was thinking of a boil.
Gross.
Borborygmus.
You be
And
quiet.
it said skin rash, so that's where I went.
Fine. I'll keep my thoughts to myself.
Oh, I'm up next.
If you want him to go, he'll go.
Because I ruined
But
it.
we're going.
Borborygmus. I don't know why I'm like. I never know why I go which ways I go on this segment. You just gotta let me free flow with these things.
You're flowing.
I'm thinking of like cattle and branding. Something like branding a cattle. But I need to go deeper. I need to go deeper than that. Borborygmus. Borborygmus. But then see, that's kind of like the thing. Like there's like a skin, the rash, the charred skin after. Maybe I just got incepted by you guys too. I mean, that's what I was thinking of the brand.
Quit it. Don't think skin disease. It's nothing to do with the skin.
Borborygmus. Does it have anything to do with a farm?
I'm not going to answer that question. I'm not going to answer it.
Borborygmus.
Is it an adjective?
Shut up. It's not your turn.
Borborygmus. I wonder if it has something to do with liquid
I wouldn't use it
turning
in sentence.
gaseous. Like steam.
I'm pretty sure you said something about steam last week, too. And maybe the week before.
I
Fissures and
just
steam,
a lot of the words you come up with
rapids,
make me
and
think
fissures,
of
fissures,
gaseous.
Fissures.
Borborygmus, man.
Oh, is
Am I
it
anywhere in the
Borborygmus
ballpark?
Fissure?
I'm not going to say anything. I need a final definition here.
What's the?
I'll give you. I'll hit you with this. Nothing you've said is even relatively in the ballpark.
Okay, that's all I needed to know.
I'll let you just hit me with something out of left field. Maybe you'll get it.
It's Earth, space, science related.
Geodes? Does it have anything to do with geodes?
Definitions, gentlemen.
Definitions is not. Oh, this means geode.
Borborygmus. I'm gonna go with when you like kind of have that acid reflux and that gunk comes up the back of your throat that you end up swallowing. That's what I'm going with. Borborygmus.
What if it's just spit?
Explain it again. What was it?
When you burp and you have like acid reflux,
Okay.
and that shit comes up your throat, and then like most of the time,
Oh yeah, that
Oh, I
gross.
hate
try to
that
swallow
stuff.
it. Yeah,
It
Oh,
stings.
fucking
Oh,
Borborygmus,
it always
man.
stings.
fucking got
The
this.
stomach acid Borborygmus.
Yeah.
Borborygmus.
That's what I'm going with.
Wrong.
It
It
was
was a great.
It was
guess,
a
though.
reach.
It was a great guess.
Borborygmus. Going back to my.
All right, come on. You said about 30 things over here. You just wanted it to be your turn. Now you're up. You over there just chirp, chirp,
I
chirp.
always hate this. Always put you on the spot.
What you got?
Borborygmus,
Pat?
I think it's Earth, science, space related. So I'm going back to. It's like a type of.
If you say fissures,
It's a type of plant. Like there's like a fungus. No, it just makes sense. I'm
Does it
just
have
trying
anything
to.
to
I'm
do
trying to
with
read Ben's eyes
The
while I'm saying
mantle.
things.
Doesn't have anything to do with the mantle.
Nope, I think it's just spit.
no.
It's just spit. I'm going with Fallen Peaks idea. Borgerimus.
So he
I
incepted you.
Well, yeah, he did. Well, the other day Ben was just curious about spit, so now I'm just thinking he tied that into his word of the week.
Oh, I was just curious what spit's made of.
Yeah.
Um,
Borgerimus liquid. It's a type of liquid.
no, you're wrong.
Is it a verb? An adjective? What is it?
So curious. I love it. I love it. Everyone's so curious. If I had to choose a winner, Michael would have won this week. So
But you don't have to.
I just didn't want to
Wasn't quite. He took a wrong turn.
I didn't want you to like.
Did you look this up?
Yeah.
You rat. Quit
He's
it.
looking up words before
Usually
the
have me
wordsmith
last.
unleashes
Before
the
the
answer.
reveal.
Yeah. Fucking
Now
piece of shit.
you're about to get maimed up in here, ruining my segment. You're supposed to be sitting on the edge of your seat like everyone else. You rat scallion. Do it again and you'll get
Suspend
whipped.
him. Suspend him.
I can't suspend him. You will get whipped next time though. Somehow.
In the
So
city
you
square?
said the goop
Hit me with a
That's-
newspaper.
in your stomach, it's like the acid. It's just like when you're hungry and your stomach growls. Or when you're about to take a big dump and your stomach just gets all...
God damn it! I was on the doorstep.
You were on the
You're on the
doorstep.
doorstep. I told you, you took a wrong turn. It wasn't going up. It was going down.
When your stomach starts
Bubble
a growling.
guts.
When your stomach starts a growling.
So
That's
that's
a
the
little-
definition.
Borborygmus, yep.
Borborygmus. I had some Borborygmus right before the show.
I did. That's why it made me
The
laugh.
foreshadowing.
Yep.
It's always a clue, isn't there?
There's always a clue.
There's
fucking
always a clue.
I almost went diarrhea related because I didn't have diarrhea, but I just felt this gurgle in my stomach, aka Borborygmus.
I always try to pick
And I
a
went
word
to the
that
bathroom.
you might be able to get.
Right. That's why I went.
You always got to think a little bit harder. That's
Yeah.
why I love it, because you all know you can
I always try to
possibly
judge
get
your
it.
eyes like a dolphin.
I just thought
Looking in
Pat.
his eyes.
When
Still
Pat said
undefeated.
Skin rash. My first thought was like a boil. So then I went boom. That's it.
Borborygmus.
Sabotage you quick.
Good segment, Ben. Good word. I'll get you next time.
You'll try. Many have tried. All have failed. Maybe you got it. Try it next time. And that was Ben's big word of the week.
Any quandaries out there? Anybody got any quandaries?
Word of the week. Yeah, I got a quandary for you. So moved in my new place, and there's these two cats that like to hang out on the neighbor's porch.
What did you name them?
What were their names?
Jerry and Hutch.
Weeblo and
Salazar.
Salazar. Salazar is my new favorite name.
Salazar.
I was thinking about that. I was like, I can name my kid Salazar if I get with like a cloaked girl, but
Like a Colombian.
no, cloaked, full body cloak.
What?
Stick to the story at hand because you're about to go off the rails completely.
Oh, you know I want to take it there so bad.
So
We can come back to that. We'll come back to the
Salazar,
book.
Salazar the cat's pretty cool. He's the gray one, but Weeblo, the white Weeblo, I saw him spray the trees that were like right in front of my place, and I was just curious what that was. I've never had a cat, and like
Marking his territory with urine.
Ben said it had like some pheromone smell to it, and
Piss and hormones.
You went and smelled it?
so I was just curious to see if like, I think can you collect that?
This is not South Park.
I'm immediately thinking of.
Like, I think you can buy that in a bottle. Like,
I
you
was
can
thinking
get
of the
cat
third
pheromone
Jurassic
to like
spray.
keep rats away or something. Like
like
why
almost,
would you want to collect
like
it?
you could do it with like fox spray, like fox piss and like cat piss and
Yeah.
deer piss. And
It's
I'm
like the third Jurassic Park when he collects the
Yes.
T-Rex piss to keep all the other ones away.
Yes.
So what
Why
I'm
do you
thinking is-
want that?
no, I'm just curious to see
You never know.
what that cat was doing. What's it gonna attract? Am I gonna like get like a Charlie Kelly situation going on where I'm getting like 15 cats showing up because
Don't leave your windows open
Weeblo
with
over
cans of
here
tuna.
Weeblo's got it going on, is
Cat
ready
food.
ready to get some action, spraying it up. So
This is the first step to you becoming a cat man.
I don't want to be a cat man. I hate cats.
You will be though.
They're calling you.
They're already marking it.
So what I was thinking is I'd capture one of these cats and start collecting some cat spray, like tie him down, and every time he starts spraying, just
Do you think you can suck it in and get a high off it,
get a funnel.
like South Park?
So
That's what I was curious about. If you can't get high on it.
2 years ago, I adopted.
Like fermenting poop.
Yeah, 2 years ago, I adopted 2 cats. For my girlfriend at the time, now fiance, for our anniversary, and like a week into having the cats, they started to go into heat,
Right.
and they started to spray,
Gross.
that shit in my 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment.
Oh,
They
I
would go
guess.
into like my bathroom and shit, and not my closets or anything like that. Once my bed, in fact, one of the shits pissed on my bed today. I'm about to murder that. That hasn't happened in a year and a half. But I promise you, you don't want to smell it.
Yeah.
That's where I was just trying to get to.
It's gross.
It's some stank.
It stinks real bad.
That's what I'm worried about. Is I'm gonna walk outside,
It's just like a
just like a
different
nice
plan.
day, and then all of a sudden I just get like just this waft of cat.
I don't think if it's outside, but I
Is
don't
it
think you
strong?
want to be putting your hand back there trying to collect it.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be looking around in these like trees, and then like I'm just covered in spray.
Covered in
Look at my
cat
hands.
piss.
How do you think mushrooms are made, Pat? Like the magic mushrooms?
Oh, that's how they do it.
Yeah.
I see your smirk.
Don't influence his precious innocent
thought
sweet
about
mind.
it.
He's on his own now. He's got way too much time on his hand. Don't
Oh, yeah.
impress.
Go get yourself a cat, get yourself a couple of those gold cat mushrooms, and then you just sit there
So
and you
then,
squeeze that
if
cat
cats-
juice on it,
If cats spray,
and then eat that mushroom.
do women spray?
Whoa.
This is all that was leading up to this. This is your quandary.
This is my quandary. What else? What else sprays? I know some plants like to spray, and I saw a photo of a lion doing it, or a video. That was intense spray action, like a squirt gun.
So is your quandary if women spray to market their territory?
Yeah, would they go outside and like they take a piss or whatever, but they're just like spraying. You know what I mean? Like you ever met a drunk girl at a party who just like, oh, I gotta go pee, I'll be right back, ha 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 ha, and like goes outside, like pees because she's
know.
that cool. She's spraying to mark her territory. She's in heat.
This is quite the quandary, Pat. I'll give you that.
I used to mark my territory.
I did too. I would pee like all outside like my porch. I would like have like a line
I would go out
because
with
I
my-
watched Dancing with Wolves too many times. So.
every time I went into the backyard with my dog in
No
high school.
coyotes
Marcus,
are getting me.
I
No,
took a
no
piss in the
coyotes.
backyard with him to prove that we weren't that different and to
Yeah.
also mark my territory.
Yeah, dogs
want
always
him to
judge
know.
me when they see me
We're
pee.
not that different, you and me. I'm a peanut right next to you, buddy.
Yeah,
R.I.P.
there's something
Marcus.
liberating about taking a piss outside.
Especially with your dog, yeah.
A good man, a family friend. I'll let you guys know who this person is. You might remember him. He used to pee in his yard every morning as a grown adult, and that always inspired me to continue doing it as a grown adult. Because if you own property, I should be able to piss and shit all over that yard if I want to.
Yeah, that's
That's
true.
my
my
fucking
dad
yard. I'm
feels.
gonna
Yeah.
piss on it just because I fucking can, and I've always respected that.
Yeah.
Makes me feel one with nature, and like you said, marking my territory, letting people know.
So if you feel that free taking a pee outside, how do you feel when you take a dump outside?
I remember I took a
do you
dump
know the
outside your
answer? You
house.
want me to say it or?
Little column A, little column B.
Human church are gross when you see them outside. I remember I pooped outside your house once, and it was
What?
a sight to see.
Why did you poop outside of my house?
Well, we were hanging outside. It was like one of those like you can't come in. Like we just gotta hang out here.
What? So you just took a shit outside Ben's
Like his
house?
parents were awake and I had to poop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
because he would sneak over like when I was supposed to be in bed, and he'd climb up my roof, and we would like do stuff,
I just wipe my ass like a dog. It's cool.
And then, when you're sneaking around, he can't just go inside and take a dump.
I became James Bond
Probably
at
could have,
a
but
superstar.
that's beside the point.
I'm willing to wager that I've
Probably
taken a
good.
shit outside more than the three of you combined.
5 times.
I can't even count how many times I've shit outside. I used to love to shit outside. There were these people that lived. There were these asshole brothers that live catty corner to me. I used to take a shit in their yard all the time. I took a shit in their treehouse a couple times.
No, I remember that.
Oh, sure.
Just because they were dicks, I don't want to get back at them. They were older, so I just would crawl up into their tree fort and take a shit.
How many
from
times do you think you
pinch a
shit
log.
outside? 20 times?
Probably more, dude.
So from a young age,
Wow.
you've been shitting outside.
Since I was like,
A wee lad?
when I was a wee lad, my mom scolded me for taking a shit in the bushes, and I blamed it on the neighbor kid. And to this day, I think she still thinks it was the neighbor kid.
She knows better by now. She has to.
She knows.
I'll ask her. But yeah,
What do you all wipe with?
I'll pinch it clean.
So
Back
you
in the
just
day,
spray
back in the day, as a young lad,
You ghosted?
non-wiper, man.
You
I was
just-
all about the non-wiper.
Alright, you just pray for a non-wiper.
Or
and
you just-
hit it.
Wipe later.
Or you just leave your underwear out there.
Yeah, you
I've done
did.
that too. As a teenager right now, that was more of like my youth, but as like an adolescent teenager, we used to go to Ben's lake house and we'd wake up early in the morning after a long night of being rats by the fire and stuffing our face with food and smoking goddamn stoves and drinking a little bit by the fire, doing stupid shit, and you wake up the next morning and you just hop on the four-wheelers and you just ride out to the country. Next thing you know, you really jostled the system. You gotta not just like take a little turd, you gotta take a full shit.
You got to get
Oh,
all of
that
it.
What's the
out.
number on the scale?
Like
What's the
The
scale?
Bristol
like a,
Bristol
th-
schools?
like a 3, but it's not like a 4 is like a non-wiper to me. But so a 3
Yeah.
is still a solid
4 is
shit.
healthy,
But you
yeah.
need a wipe.
You want
Just
that
one.
4. You
Just
really, that's
one.
that sweet spot.
Just one, maybe 2 wipes. Just got it, and just make sure there's no remnants, kind of thing. So after taking a shit in the woods, after my 4-wheel drive, just take the underwear off, wipe it again, toss it in the woods.
And you just go commando.
And then, unbeknownst to me at the time,
I did that.
it
in
was
college.
like on a church group's like property.
It
So I was
was.
leaving my shit stained underwear on this church's like land.
And that's
Very
why you're
true.
going to hell, buddy.
It's very true.
Some gardener probably thought the worst of those church people, those church girls.
Well,
Probably.
eventually we smartened up and we just brought toilet paper with us.
We did. We put it in the back of the 4-wheeler.
Just made sure. You always got to be ready.
Yeah. There were some shitting incidents in high school. One time one of our buddies shit on somebody's doorstep. That was like a prank. And then one time one of our other buddies shit on somebody's car hood. That was like, so like, I guess people were just dropping deuces all over the place.
I'm pretty sure Jesse and I did some ding dong ditching, and I definitely left a turd on a.
Not, it's
doorstep
not
or
even
two.
like, that's so much
I
more
did a poop bag,
disrespectful.
poop flaming
Poop
bag,
bag.
a human
Poop bag,
turd. Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Good old Billy Madison.
Yeah, I felt bad after that.
God, one time, this is fucking sick. Someone shit in a toilet. And someone went in and got the log out and put it in a bag and poured some shit, like other shit in it, and sealed the bag
Uh huh.
and just let it sit for a couple days.
Poop bag, yeah.
Oh,
They did
And
that.
we walked in.
Yeah.
We were trying to. The goal was to make the ultimate stink bomb.
Yeah.
And we went and I didn't want to throw it because I was like, if that thing explodes on like the toss, I don't want that on me at all. And I won't name the name, but one of the kids in the neighborhood that we were running around with, one of the younger kids than me, I told him to throw it. And so he threw it. And when he threw it, I was standing like 20, 30 feet back. And he threw that bag, and as soon as he threw it like a frisbee, it ripped open and got all over him. It was the nastiest thing. He was throwing up all over himself, all over the ground. It was one of my favorite memories.
Oh,
Stink bomb gone wrong.
That's
Stink
bad.
bomb
That's
gone
bad,
wrong.
bad. Like, ooh,
I
baby.
don't know. If we're
bad.
talking about like good memories, I liked when we were camping. We'd camp at one of our other friends' house, and it was just like in the middle of a neighborhood. It wasn't like a cool camp session, but we'd always play pranks on the people that go to sleep first. One night, we decided to just basically dump a bottle of Hershey's syrup on a kid, and then he woke up, and all he did was start eating it and went back to sleep. It was probably one of the greatest things I've ever seen.
This may or not be the same kid from my story.
It is though.
Shout out to that guy.
Basically, just wrecked that kid.
We also locked him in a cage one time.
We did lock that kid in the cage. Shit.
Shouts out to you, be back. Shouts out to you, Robbie Williams, too. I appreciate you for subscribing. I wish everybody else would go out there and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well.
Yeah, thanks. We appreciate our listeners.
It's Robbie. What is it? Robbie Jacobs?
I'm sure.
Oh,
Our
It's
listeners,
Robbie
our
Jacobs.
Rob,
viewers.
you know we're thinking of you. You
It's
know
Robbie
who you
Jacobs.
are. You're the only Rob following us that's subscribed
Rob.
to us.
Yeah.
So.
We love you guys. We're gonna work on putting out more content as our lifestyle brand evolves. You know, we're not just a podcast. We're friends and we're family. We want you to be a part of this family.
Please join us every week. We'll try to keep putting out more and more material for you and have more things for you to watch. And hopefully not every one of them is an hour and a half.
Well, come on back next time. Always be ready to turn loose.
Turn loose, sit back, relax, and enjoy.
With us.
With us.